As Australia's leading supplier of lighting solutions, Gerard Lighting prides itself on the quality of its products and the service to its customers. Today, we're going to take a quick look at the quality assurance and quality testing procedures that are applied to the range of products Gerard supplies to our customers. Gerard Lighting's office in Padstow features a fully equipped standards-approved lab testing facility that offers testing services commonly required for product compliance to Australian and New Zealand standards. These tests include IP tests for dust and water ingression, thermal, heat distribution and endurance testing, photometry testing and light distribution, and EMC and electrical impulse testing. The IP test, or ingress protection test, sees the light fitting tested against the entry of moisture and dust into the fitting.
With water ingress, there's a number of different levels depending on what the IP rating for that fitting is. For example, for an IP6, we do not want any water to enter the fitting at all, whereas the lower ones, it can have a small amount of water entering, but no critical electrical areas. The lower ones are meant for like shower proof or only light rain areas and things like that. A dust plus test to look at how much dust and dirt can actually ingress into a fitting. The reason for that is we don't want the dust to cause conduction between different parts, and again that can cause electrical faults and cause the fitting to fail early or become unsafe, so if someone touches the fitting you can get electrocuted.
Heat is the enemy of all lighting technologies. Excessive heat buildup shortens the life of light source modules, while heat radiation can damage the immediate environment.
The thermal test is primarily there to check that all the components are working within their natural limits, so that we're not going to exceed anything and have failures. Last thing the customer wants is failures.
Photometric testing is one of the most useful tests employed. In photometric testing, the light distribution performance of the fixture is tested to ensure that the unit will put the light where it's meant to and to the required illumination level. The effective light distribution, the photometry of the light source, and how it's affected by the design of components such as the visor are all put to test here. EMC pursues two main classes of issue. Emission is the generation of electromagnetic energy by some source, whether deliberate or accidental, and its release into the environment. EMC studies the unwanted emissions and the countermeasures which may be taken in order to reduce unwanted emissions. The second class, susceptibility, is the tendency of electrical equipment, referred to as the victim, to malfunction or break down in the presence of unwanted emissions, which are known as radio frequency interference, or RFI.
The flammability test, we're actually looking at the specific materials, if they're a current carrying device, we'll cut out a section and test it at 750 degrees C. What we're looking for there is that when carrying the current, if a bad joint or anything happens, that it gets hot, it won't burst into flames and cause the building to burn down.
With the introduction of LED as a light source, it's changed the whole gamut of lighting completely. In the old days, HID, we were setting fittings exactly the same for 15, 20 years, no changes needed. With LED introduction, it's become a completely new beast. The development of LED chips is so fast that it could be that the life cycle of a product is up to 6 months, rather in the old days it was 10 years.
This is just a snapshot of our lab facilities and assurance testing procedures that are at the heart of the product we engineer and supply at Gerard Lighting. If you'd like more information, visit our website or follow us on Twitter, Facebook or LinkedIn.
Just how smart is your city? Chances are it's getting smarter by the year. Many governments around the globe are racing to infuse technology into just about every aspect of its city's operations. And I mean every part.
Including public transportation, IT connectivity, water and power supply, sanitation and solid waste management, efficient urban mobility, e-governance, and citizen participation.
And it does this using every buzzword imaginable, from big data to the Internet of Things.
So how does a smart city work? Let's look at 3 examples.
Here in Singapore, the city-state might be the gold standard of the most extensive effort to collect data on daily living.
The government is now deploying systems that can tell when people are smoking in prohibited zones or littering from high-rise housing.
Singapore launched its own Smart Nation program in 2014 and will add more cameras like these so the government can effectively monitor crowd density, cleanliness of public spaces, and even the exact movement of every locally registered vehicle.
Much of the data it's collecting will be fed into an online platform called Virtual Singapore that gives the government access to how the city is functioning in real time. It could help the government predict how crowds might react to an explosion in a shopping mall, or how infectious disease might spread. Over in Dubai, more than 50 smart services from 22 government entities have been rolled out as part of the government's Smart Dubai initiative. Using the government-provided app Dubai Now, you can do things like pay a speeding ticket, which likely captured you on a public camera and then emailed you the ticket directly. You can also use the same app to pay your electric bill, call a taxi, track a package you sent to your friend, find the nearest ATM, renew your vehicle registration, track the visa status of a relative, and report a violation to the Dubai police. Now head over to Barcelona, where one research firm estimates the city will save billions of dollars a year in energy costs just by installing smart systems like these. Number 1, smart streetlights. Public lighting that adapts and dims when there's no activity but brightens up when sensors detect motion. The second, parking sensors. Instead of driving in circles looking for a spot to park, drivers can get real-time information on an app which locates free parking spots. Sensors on the street curb use lighting and metal detectors to know if a parking spot or loading area is occupied. And finally, garbage sensors, which are actually compact drop-off containers which have a vacuum network through pipes which sucks up trash below ground. The automated waste collection not only lowers noise pollution from garbage trucks, but also lowers costs and keeps bad odor away. Juniper Research estimates that by 2021, cities will save nearly $19 billion by making their cities smart.
But of course, to save money, sometimes you have to spend it first. The global smart city market is estimated to attract $15 billion by 2021, and that's just for software. So now companies from Microsoft to Cisco are aiming for a piece of it. In Singapore, Upton Saidi, CNBC.
The Silver Spring Network radio is called a mesh radio. Mesh means that the radios talk to one another, so literally meters communicate between one another. So to show you what this actually looks like, in Chicago there are 2 high-rises that have meters installed on multiple floors of a high-rise. So we are going to fly down through the river here in Chicago to the area in the corner here where we have 2 high-rises with these smart meters. And what you're going to see is the communications paths up through the core of the building. Now these are communication paths out of the building, and here we see meters on every 3rd floor in this high-rise. and you can see the lines between them. The color of the lines, green is good, yellow is good, blue is good, red is marginal. You can see how much the mesh forms and how robust the mesh is up through the core of the building. And so you can see that a smart meter somewhere in that building could communicate up through that building and ultimately back to the utility. The reason why you want as dense a mesh as possible is that if something were to block the signal, the RF could take a different path. And so the more robust and dense the mesh, the more reliable the communications. You can see in both of these buildings very dense mesh formation up through the core of the building. This is an animation in Google Earth of the voltages on a hot summer's day in the Chicago area. About 3 o'clock in the afternoon, when all the air conditioners are humming, the grid is under a lot of stress, and the smart meters not only record energy, but they also record voltage. So that's the quality of the power that the customers have received. So I'm going to start this animation, and what this shows you is it's a mesh. The grid, this green plane, is the nominal voltage of the meters. Anything above it would be voltage that are swells or higher than nominal, and anything below it is voltage that would be lower than nominal. So this is showing you areas of the grid that are under stress. So we're going to fly around it. You'll actually find a spot where the voltage was unacceptably low, and so ComEd had to dispatch crews out to repair some problems on a feeder. And this animation shows you how rapidly you can zoom in to a problem area using smart meter data and go out and repair the grid in areas that need attention.
Energy-efficient LED technology is enabling cities to reduce energy waste, improve safety and drive operational efficiency. Silver Spring Networks extends these benefits with a wireless streetlight control platform that creates a foundation for long-term value. As cities continue to evolve, so do the requirements for street lighting. Silver Spring Networks' intelligent streetlight solution is empowering lighting departments around the world, giving them the flexibility and control to unlock breakthrough capabilities. For the first time, lighting operators have real-time visibility across their city and can gather the data to improve operations and predict future problems. Silver Spring's solution includes 4 main components. 1. Smart streetlight controllers from one of our many partners constantly monitor and control each light point. 2. These devices connect through a robust IP-based wireless mesh network that enables real-time communications anywhere in the city. 3. Management software provides the tools to monitor, analyze and control all of these assets. 4. Open APIs simplify integration with third-party applications. The end-to-end solution is protected with proven industry-leading security technologies. And the benefits don't stop at lighting. Silver Spring's intelligent streetlights create a robust and reliable city-wide network that can connect with other smart city devices. Silver Spring's proven platform is simple to set up and use, and offers the most complete feature set in the industry. It's easy to see why more cities, big and small, trust Silver Spring Networks to manage their lights than any other provider. To learn how Silver Spring Networks' intelligent streetlight solution can help your city, visit our website today.
What if the lights of our world were connected? We could feel safer. We could be more spontaneous. We could find our place. We could be pleasantly surprised. We could save. If the lights of our world were connected, we would be more connected.
Light is essential to maintaining the balance of life. It directs our biological clock and brings energy and safety to our everyday life. But lighting is also responsible for 1/4 of all electricity consumption worldwide and generates huge amounts of energy wastage due to non-beneficial nighttime lighting. In fact, outdoor lighting swallows up almost 20% of the total electricity expenditure in a typical built-up area and generates pointless waste of energy involved in fully illuminating roads at times when there is no traffic and lighting streets and public areas when there is no one around. This is completely unnatural, and according to researchers, it can affect plants and animals' behavior and may in time cause serious disturbances to the ecosystem. So let's shut the light down and start all over again. Comlight believe that light should be provided only when and where it is actually needed, which is why we developed a unique system for activity-controlled outdoor lighting that will reduce energy waste and pollutive effects while simultaneously maintain safety and security. So when the sun goes down, the light should do the same. Then we can enjoy in the tranquility of darkness without compromising the safety of lights. Comlight, maximum safety, minimal energy.
Acuity Brands has been a vital partner in utility lighting solutions for over 100 years. Utilities and their customers trust Acuity Brands to deliver enhanced aesthetics, improved security and safety, maximized operating efficiency, and reduced capital costs. For attractive, safe environments, residential developments utilize Acuity Brands' Hall of Fame and American Electric lighting products. From prismatic glass acorns to colonial lanterns, the Hall of Fame and AEL portfolio provides a wide range of sustainable solutions. Roadways, sidewalks, and community spaces are illuminated by a reliable, efficient, and attractive light source which aids in protecting what matters most to these utility customers, their families, and properties. Well-designed outdoor lighting creates more inviting, attractive commercial business districts, enhancing economic vitality for these customers. Period luminaires such as Teardrop LED, Granville LED, and Washington LED all provide the ultimate combination of aesthetic appeal to cityscapes by day and optimal lighting performance at night. Perimeter and security lighting can also be sustainable and more cost-effective through LED solutions such as Acuity Brands wall packs, ACP flood lighting, and L&H NEMA head luminaires. Roadways are kept safe and well lit by a variety of Acuity brand solutions such as Autobahn and Mongoose. Proven durability and reduced maintenance requirements help to minimize downtime, lane closures, and the need for service calls. Providing worry-free maintenance is always an important part of every luminaire engineered and built by Acuity Brands. With the rapidly changing controls landscape, Acuity Brands brings best-in-class photo control solutions from DTL and our 20-year life product, the DLL series. The Acuity Controls Roam system enables utilities to control and monitor entire networks of luminaires. Detecting and addressing maintenance issues proactively can minimize light outages for the end user and maintenance costs for the utility. Acuity Controls technology also positions utilities to become leaders in the smart cities revolution using new enhancements being developed for smart grid and smart city lighting applications. For any utility application, Acuity Brands is the clear leader in lighting solutions, offering smart solutions that simply work.